Because this isn't like a downturn. This is a shutdown.
Right.
And that's a completely different thing. Nothing that I think anyone's ever experienced. We went from 10 cars a day to 6 cars a day, which is a recession, or 6 cars a day to 4 cars a day, which is a deep recession. We went from 10 cars a day to 0. My average payroll per week is $110,000 per week. I can't carry that. I'll be out of business in 8 weeks. David Kelleher, and I'm a car dealer. I'm Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram dealer just outside of Philadelphia in Glen Mills, Pennsylvania. I have one of the larger dealerships in the country. I have 92 employees. The governor closed sales for us on Friday. So at that point, we let 57 employees go. So right now I'm operating with 35 all service-related employees. We've taken some really big steps to try to liaison our people into the unemployment world. But it's pretty painful. And you can see it in their face and hear it in their emails. So the health is the primary concern for me. So I'm all for the governor's actions for taking advantage of it. But you can't escape the economic impact. And it's crushing. It's crushing. I mean, it cost me last month in February, my expenses were $890,000 in my store. And last year, we averaged just over $1 million in expense per month. So when you grind to a halt and the revenue stops just like that, you can imagine the economic impact to it. And then imagine the economic impact to my people who in Pennsylvania, the max benefit for unemployment is $572 minus tax. So most of my people make considerably more than that. In February, which is not usually a very good month, we sold 253 cars. So now we're at zero cars delivering every day. So it's how small can you get as fast as you get? How much cash do you have? And there's your equation, right? How much cash do you have against how much you're going to lose per month with no business? And that's what we've tried to do. So I'm going to tell you that $890,000 expense we had in February will probably look like a $400,000 expense in March with some revenue from the front end of the month. And by April, with a complete shutdown, I'll still have an expense on my balance sheet of about $250,000 a month that I'll have not being open, just for being closed. Rent, insurance, interest payment on all those cars I have on the lot, because they haven't gone anywhere and they can't sell. And I have 700 cars on the lot, which is a normal amount of cars for a guy my size to have. The electricity is still going to be on the building. I'm covering my employees' health care benefits. I thought that was really important. These people are family members, so I can't lay them off and then hit them with a COBRA letter the next day. They're not going to have the money to do that. So we covered their employee benefit expense, their health expense, to the tune of $40,000. I need employees that are healthy, and I need consumers that are healthy. And that's what's really important. The big businesses, the bailouts, I get that. I certainly do. I've been through that with Chrysler in 08 and GM. And that's important. But if I don't have a valid consumer with credit availability, with liquidity, with the ability to buy a car, then we've got a long road. Then this pandemic is going to extend a lot further than these few months that we're looking at right now. So the moment that a car leaves the factory, my bank on my credit line pays for the car, and I immediately start accruing interest costs on that car. So normally the cars keep turning, so that the money keeps turning. But obviously now, for the first time in our history, we're just at a dead stop. So those cars are all sitting on the lot, and they're accruing interest. My used cars are getting older, which means they're depreciating, and they cost me money in cash. So, and I can't move them because I have a lot of cash tied up on my used car lot. So this inventory cost is a big one for automobile dealers. Car dealers employ thousands and thousands, millions really. I mean, there's 18,000 car dealers in the country. The average employee base is just under 100, just like I am. Some of the bright sides, I'd say, are the way that some of our partners have rallied behind us. Like my bank, for example, which is the largest automotive bank in the world, Allied Bank, they immediately came without being asked and gave 4 months payment deferment to my clients, which is really, really important so my clients don't fall back on their car payments. They gave 2 to 4 months deferment on mortgages and payments from car dealers, helping us maintain our cash and not bleed.